What's up, guys? I hope y'all are having a great day today. Just a quick breakdown of something I found in Psalm 64. If you want to go back to it, it's Psalm 64. And the reason why I'm sharing it with you guys is because I know all of us have had a point in our lives where hurtful words have been said to us. And sometimes they hit us in a way where they kind of stick and we don't know how to deal with it. And we carry it in ourselves against them. And in order for it to not turn into something unhealthy, I kind of want to share this because it helped me a lot. So again, this can go with family, this can go with, coworkers, and the list goes on. But either way, even when they didn't intend, a lot of times people can say stuff that hurt us, and we need to know how to deal with that. So here's Psalm 64. So I'm going to read the chunk that I want to just quickly break down. Just bear with me. It's 6 verses. So it says, hear my voice, O God, in my meditation. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret plots of the wicked, from the rebellion of the workers of iniquity, who sharpen their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the blameless. Suddenly they shoot at him and do not fear. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They talk of laying snares secretly. They say, who will see them? They devise iniquities. They have perfected a shrewd scheme. Both the inward thought and the heart of man are deep. So when I first read this, I was wondering, why does David say that at the end after talking about, his enemies plotting against him, right? The plots of the wicked, and how their bitter words, they're bending their bows to shoot their arrows, bitter words, right? And so on. He ends it and he says, both the inward thought and the heart of man are deep. It seems so random that he would say that. But I think the reason why he said that is because we already know he's meditating, right? He says, the opening verse says, hear my voice, O God, in my meditation. So I think he's thinking about, why did they say that to me? Or why are these people coming at me like this? And he's not dwelling on negativity. He's trying to reach a deeper level of understanding of, why people are the way they are. And I think that's what helps us to kind of digest the unfair things that people do to us, is when we really contemplate that deeper level of understanding, maybe what's in their heart, right? What's in their innermost thoughts. And, not to try to figure people's life out, but I think we're all struggling with something. Even our enemies, even the people who mistreat us, they're struggling with something. They've got something going on deep inside of them that we may not know, but we got to be aware of that. And later in the Psalm, if you do read Psalm 64, you will see that David goes right back to, I don't want to get the words exactly wrong, but he goes right, kind of an Old Testament way of doing your enemies, but he says, but God shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly they shall be wounded. So today, I don't think we should dwell on that. And I don't know why he turns that direction after kind of saying that phrase of the thoughts in the heart of man are deep. But I think today, that's a really healthy thing to do. If we want to be at peace with our enemies, if we want to love our enemies, if we want to move on from the things our enemies have done, we ought to seek understanding. We ought to seek not necessarily we got to go deeper than our own perspective. Sorry, I stumbled there, but in our own perspective, we might think, okay, so he hurt me, she hurt me, they hurt me, and it doesn't make sense from my perspective. So they're wrong, and they deserve to be hated by me. They deserve to be treated differently by me. But sometimes if we spend time in meditating, with God about, why people have done certain things to us, we can reach an understanding. God can give us that understanding of why people are the way they are, why people are so broken, why people, lash out their pain on other people, so that person might have been handing their pain down to you that somebody else gave to them. Or maybe they got demons in their life that they're struggling with, and the only way they know how to, handle that is through hurting other people. And so then we can kind of sympathize then with our enemies when that happens, because we can see them as a victim as we are, because the Bible also says, don't take to heart all the things that people say to you, because you yourself know that you have cursed others in your heart. So we all struggle with bitterness. And so if we realize that we're all just victims of a broken world with, spiritual warfare that is trying to turn our perspective to the negative way, turn our perspective to the hateful way, then we can see, okay, maybe this is beyond flesh and blood. Maybe this is spiritual warfare. And so then we can get to that point of praying for them. So I just want to share my perspective on that psalm, guys. I'm not here to, teach anybody. I'm not here to give a sermon. I just think it's healthy to sometimes share something that you found in the Word, because the Word has pretty much everything. And so I thought this would be valuable for y'all. So I'll leave those few verses. I'll try to remember those and leave them in the description. But you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks.